Looks like that dwarf is stuck in the middle of the greenskins.
His teammates are either unconscious or most likely dead. What he needs, Bob, is a miracle.
Wait, you hear that? That's the sound of Bugman XXXXXX. Probably the best beer in the old world.
Ha! Come and get it, lad!
Look at those little legs go! Never seen a dwarf run that fast.
Bugman's beer, beer of the Mountain Kings.
Life is a paradox. Change one thing, change everything. We are but walking contradictions of past, present, and future selves. A saint in one world, a killer in another, and both true and not true at the same time. If I could go back, would I change anything? Would I do things differently, knowing that the slightest change could trigger a snowball that tumbles and grows? To become an avalanche of death and destruction.
Welcome, adventure seekers, to the Bravely Default 2 game. As we travel through this vast world, it is crucial that you are prepared for battle at all times. Speak of the devil. Fear not, for our heroes are strong enough to handle these foul beasts.
Too easy.
Precisely. And it is all thanks to the Brave command, which lets you unleash multiple actions in one turn. With this, the enemy stands no chance of winning, or so it would seem. Ignoring the default command, I see. Not taking a defensive stance and accumulating brave points may have some dire consequences down the road if you don't use this wisely. Or at all, for that matter.
See that? I'm amazing.
A boss battle, eh? I'm afraid that strategy of using brave all the time may not work here. Oh, you truly believe it'll work here as well? I wouldn't, but if you must. Quite unfortunate. For you see, using the default command is important. And what's more, alternating between using brave and default in tough battles is vital to staying alive and emerging victorious.
You will regret making an enemy of me!
This goes to show that one cannot simply brave their way through life's many trials. After all, how else will you save the continent of Excellent and restore the crystals? Bravely Default 2. Available February 26th, only on the Nintendo Switch system. Pre-orders and the Bravely Default 2 final demo are available now on Nintendo eShop.
In 1980, the heart of Europe lies hidden from the rest of the world behind a veil of deadly radiation. Look beyond the veil to the past and see how it all happened. Similarly to our timeline, this story began in September 1939 when German forces invaded Poland. Emboldened by his victory in Poland, Hitler invaded France a year later and easily took control of Paris and most of France. Despite growing resistance in the countries they occupied, Nazi Germany felt confident enough to launch an attack in Africa in 1942. Their target was the Katanga Plateau, rich in precious metals and rare elements such as rhodium and uranium. These elements would allow the Nazis to create something entirely new: nuclear weapons. With deposits under their control, Nazi scientists were able to make tremendous advancements in the research. On May 1st, 1943, Hitler and his allies launched an attack on its arch-enemy, the Soviet Union. The extensively planned offensive involved over 4 million soldiers in a direct strike that came as a complete surprise to Stalin and the Red Army. By the end of 1943, the symbol of the Soviet Union was crushed when Moscow fell to the triumphant Germans. Although initially propelled by the success of their surprise attack, Nazi Germany lost the upper hand as their conflict with the USSR stretched over the next few years, with neither side able to regain it. Despite the lack of progress on the battlefield, Nazi scientists made history in their laboratories as they refined the ultimate weapon, the Vergeltungswaffe. Nazi Germany might have gone on, progressing almost unopposed, but in 1955, they sank an American civilian ship, killing 1,198 people. It was an offense the U.S. could not ignore. The outraged American people not only allowed their president to go to war with Germany, they demanded he do so. The first target of the Allies' newest member was Africa. By 1958, the Nazis were cut off from the resources of the Katanga Plateau. Despite this victory against the Axis powers, the Nazis' nuclear program continued forward. Their scientists were already adapting the latest generation of V-3 rockets to carry nuclear warheads. Finally, on May 15, 1960, the Allies launched a massive airborne operation, the Normandy Landing. Upon hearing this, the Russians began their great offense against Nazi Germany 5 days later. Fighting on two fronts, the Germans quickly withdrew from the east and west. By September 1st, Soviet forces had occupied the length of the Bug River, while at the same time, the Allies had reached the German border before World War II. Realizing that any further defense was pointless, Nazi command gathered the most vital citizens into bunkers built to house the future of Germany. They made the decision to take the final step, a nuclear holocaust. Little did the Nazis know, the Polish resistance had gotten wind of their plan and infiltrated one of the bunkers before the rockets launched. Now in 1980, the bunker stands empty in a nuclear wasteland. What happened in the bunker? Discover the story of Paradise Lost.
look who's back. Mario! And he's not alone. In Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, team up with Luigi, Peach, and Toad and all their friends to discover new worlds and power-ups like Super Bell. Then, dive into the bonus adventure where you battle Bowser. Yes, there's 2 adventures in one for you and your friends in Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Only on Nintendo Switch, rated E for everyone.
KOF 15! Shatter all expectations.
Hey, listen up, y'all. Spokesplayer here about to deliver the Super Bowl prediction. I mean, Chiefs, Bucks, Brady, Mahomes, Super Bowl, LV. That's right. A couple cover stars going head to head. Let's set this scene in motion. Tom Brady, the legend, out here making gold reads all day, all season, all the time. Never doubt that man. But what about the reigning champ? With that bazooka arm patty? My God, letting it rain all night. Oh yeah, we got ourselves a game. You know what? Time to get analytical. Lay them next-gen stats on him. Tyreek. That dude's a blur. Look, the cheater gonna catch a speeding ticket next time if he's not careful. Tails. Another level, man. Like 99 Club level, man. And Gronk? The GOAT quarterback to the GOAT tight end? Yeah, I said it. Imagine thinking this guy could be contained. Now I know you're saying spokesplayer, what about the defense? Look, the boys made plays. Blitz is off the end in 2 seconds flat. And the secondary, oh, that's mine. After this great game, there's only one thing left. A storybook ending. He drops back, the pressure's on. He scrambles, he throws, no, he runs. He itches to the power line, he dives, boom! Chiefs 37, Bucks 27. Cue the confetti. Chiefs back-to-back Super Bowl champions and Mahomes back-to-back Super Bowl MVPs. You heard it here first. Spokesplayer out.